So what are you seeing? Like kind of, I'm just teeing it up for you.
I guess kind of where it all started for me, and I won't go through the life story, but it starts at a young age in the fact of I started out in the medical field, and I always hated how much healthcare it. I felt like once I got an understanding for like technology and stuff, I would see that okay, wait, we have data analysts that are like printing out something from a $2 million system and then hand typing it into Excel. And so like that just made me like really like want to fix that solution and like have that desire at a young age. But as I grew older, I realized that the advantage was that when you're in healthcare and in a regulated industry, as you know, you kind of have a crystal ball if you can look outside of your field because adoption just takes so much longer. So, if you're looking at where innovation is happening in less regulated industries, then you kind of seem like you're, have a crystal ball because I can see, okay, hey, well, they've sped over there. That how can I incorporate this here? And that's just, amplified by having AI because now I don't even have to do all the footwork of, hey, how did these two dots connect? I just have to have the wherewithal to go, hey, can you tell me how this connects to me? And so that's really how all this came about for me was I just saw the way AI was handling different problems and the memory thing, and it was, we've been able to Google something and find the answer at our fingertips for a long time. That's really not new. For those of you, which I'm sure most of you are, in the day and age of just good old Google, you would type in something and then you'd fire up a form and you'd get two or three different answers. But sometimes, actually more times than not, those three answers would all work, but they wouldn't work for you, or one would work for you. And so to me, it was like, wait, the great thing about having AI shouldn't be like, I have a pretty good memory myself. I don't need it to remember the answer. I needed to remember how I got to the answer or what made that answer the right answer for me. And so that kind of, pulled on this little piece of thread that got me to crystallization theory, which is kind of where I started my journey. So I never touched a line of code until like 2024. I'd always been kind of the conduit and mouthpiece between business and technology. But it was, a lifetime of developers telling me, well, you can't do it that way, or it doesn't work like that. And so when this AI kind of revolution came about, I was like, well, now's as good a time as any to see like who was wrong, right? And it turns out we both were. I mean that in the way that it does work like that. You can do those things, but also shipping a product that lasts 15 or 20%, as you know, and the amazing work you guys do at EWR. It's a lot harder than the internet is making it seem these days, and so kind of just learning from those things and going from not being able to make a login page to 4 patents and 8 billion tokens on one platform. It's been both humbling, but also just a lot of hitting every branch on the way down and learning from it.